Okay. Some of you have seen this slide before. This is a listed building in Bath, Grade 2 listed building. If I owned it, which sadly I don't, what would I do? I would remove unnecessary lighting and install low energy lighting. I'd insulate the loft, although there isn't really a loft, it's a mansard roof, but I'd try and put some insulation up in the top of the house. I'd replace the tumble dryer with a clothes airer. I'd install chimney balloons, which are special proprietary products which you can blow up inside your chimney to stop all the drafts rushing up them in the winter time. I'd draft script the doors, the letterbox, the keyhole. I'd insulate the ground floor, so lots and lots of air comes up through suspended timber floors in old buildings. You've got floors laid onto the joists. Underneath those joists, the floor has to be ventilated because otherwise you get damp and damage to the joists. But that means, with the air brakes and all the rest of it, that means you get lots of drafts. So I would insulate the floor. And at the same time, I would draft strip. I'd upgrade the bathroom and kitchen extractor fans. That's a funny one, that. But quite often extractor fans, just come on and stay on for a long time for no good reason at all. I'd installed humidistat controlled extractor fans so that they'd only come on when the humidity level was too high. So they'd only be on when they were really needed. Again, all about getting the detail right. I'd replace my old boiler with a new efficient one, and with good heating controls. I'd install thermostatic valves on the radiators in the other rooms. This just means that I can set, for example, I can set the bedroom to maybe 18 degrees, but have the main thermostat in the main room on maybe 20 degrees. So it allows you to have those differences in the rooms. I would renovate and draft all the sash windows, so I'm not going to replace the windows, I'm going to improve them. I'm going to ensure the shutters work well, and I'm going to install curtains. I'm going to install secondary glazing, so that I can protect the look of the windows, but I'm going to use secondary glazing, possibly only seasonal secondary glazing, so panels which I can take out in the summer, to protect the windows. I'm going to upgrade my appliances. Now, I'm going to add vapor permeable external insulation to the rear of the building. Now, obviously I don't want to insulate the front of this building. It's really rather a nice building, and that would be a shame. But a lot of the exteriors, the backs of buildings in Bath, aren't so important. Now, they're still important because quite a lot of them are still visible. So it has to be done carefully. But I would like to have the option of putting a new rendered external insulation on the back of this building. And I'm going to add internal insulation where I can, which is probably only in the top row. I won't be allowed to do it anywhere else. I don't want to do it anywhere else because it's got lots of beautiful features. And I'm going to install, that's got a bit mixed up, sorry. I've got two mixed up there. No, that's all gone wrong. Never mind. I'm going to skip through that. The question though is for this building, this is solar panels in the valley roof. This is in Bath. So I want to do that. The wonderful thing about valley roofs in Bath, of course, is that they're so protected. It gives you a wonderful place where you can install panels safely, and they don't disrupt the look of the area. Now, I'd be allowed to do that, but lots of other things which I want to do, I probably won't be allowed to do. I might be allowed to do this, although I'm not sure. This is, you can't really see this, but this is a great big Perspex panel which is being lifted out of these traditional sash windows, and that's what I mean by seasonal secondary glazing. It's quite simple to install, and you lift out this big Perspex panel, and then in the winter you put it back in again. It just slots into place with a magnetic strip, and is very effective both in terms of retaining the heat and cutting down the drafts. So that's one of the things I do. This was my point about this is the rear of some buildings in Bath. You can't see them very well, but a lot of the rears of the buildings in Bath, traditional buildings in Bath, were once rendered. So if I lived in this house in the middle, I would actually want to put some insulation onto that facade, but do it in such a way that it matched the rendering of the other buildings around it. I think that would be a problem. But I'm sure that people would disagree. There are, of course, a lot of planning constraints in Bath, but it's very much a question of the kind of building you live in. If you live there are these three things to think about. If you live in a listed building, you've got to get listed building consent. If you don't, then you have to think about planning permission. And whatever building you live in, you've got to think about building regulations approval. I'm almost done. So if you need listed building consent, if you live in a listed building, every building's got to have listed building consent. Let me start again. If you live in a listed building, then the issue is that any kind of change you make to the fabric, you may have to apply for listed building consent, because there is currently no clear policy on what is or is not likely to get consent. All other dwellings, technically planning permission is required for changes to the fabric, unless, of course, the changes in permitted development. All this stuff is covered in our guidance, but basically there's lots of things you can do if you're not in a listed building which don't need planning permission. So you can do all these things: draft proofing, replacing windows, interior insulation, rooftop solar panels. You can do those. They're all permitted developments. Okay, I better stop there. Eh? Sorry, but
thank you. If you live in a listed building and you want to talk more about specifically what you may or may not be allowed to do, then you will have that opportunity to talk with Will in a workshop time. Okay. Thank you very much.